Unless you be converted and become as a child, you cannot enter into the kingdom of heaven. This profound statement invites us to reflect on the perspective of a child. A child's world is a world of wonder and discovery, where every experience is new and extraordinary. Do you remember how, as a child, the simplest things could fill you with awe and excitement? A tree wasn't just a tree, it was a towering marvel, a connection between the earth and the sky, adorned with waving branches that seemed to greet the heavens. The sun wasn't just a source of light. It was a dazzling orb that turned the sky into a canvas of colors if you gazed at it long enough. As adults, we tend to lose this sense of wonder. We become accustomed to the world around us, seeing things through the lens of familiarity and routine. A tree becomes just another tree, the sun just another sunrise. The magic of existence fades into the background of our daily lives. But what if we could reclaim the child's vision? What if we could see the world anew, finding magic and mystery in the mundane? To be surprised that everything is high wisdom, this doesn't mean being naive or ignorant. It means being open and receptive to the extraordinary nature of existence. It means slowing down, paying attention, and seeing things as if for the first time. Imagine walking through a forest and seeing each tree as a unique miracle, each leaf as a delicate work of art. Imagine looking at the sky and feeling the vastness of the universe, the infinite possibilities that lie beyond the horizon. When we adopt this perspective, life becomes a continuous adventure. We find joy in the simple act of being alive, in the beauty of the world around us. We realize that there is magic in the ordinary, that the mundane is filled with wonder if we only take the time to see it. This is the essence of achieving life balance, finding joy and wonder in the present moment, embracing the extraordinary in the ordinary. To reclaim a child's vision, we must learn to see the world with fresh eyes. This requires a shift in perspective, a willingness to let go of our preconceived notions and expectations. It means being open to the unexpected, finding joy in the surprises that life offers. One way to rediscover wonder is through mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment, of paying attention to our experiences without judgment. It is about noticing the details, appreciating the small things, and finding beauty in the everyday. Take a moment to consider the simple act of eating a meal. How often do we eat mindlessly, barely noticing the flavors and textures of our food? What if, instead, we approached each meal with a sense of wonder? What if we savored each bite, appreciating the unique combination of flavors, the effort that went into preparing the food, the nourishment it provides? By being fully present, we can transform an ordinary meal into a delightful experience. Similarly, we can bring mindfulness to other aspects of our lives. We can notice the warmth of the sun on our skin, the sound of birds singing in the morning, the feeling of grass under our feet. We can appreciate the people around us, their unique qualities, and the connections we share. By being fully present, we can find joy and wonder in the simplest moments. Another way to rediscover wonder is through curiosity. Children are naturally curious, constantly exploring and asking questions. They see the world as a place of endless possibilities, full of mysteries to be unraveled. As adults, we can cultivate this sense of curiosity by approaching life with an open mind, by being willing to explore new ideas and experiences. Consider the last time you tried something new. How did it feel to step out of your comfort zone, to experience something for the first time? Whether it's learning a new skill, visiting a new place, or meeting new people, these experiences can reignite our sense of wonder. They remind us that the world is full of possibilities, that there is always something new to discover. By embracing mindfulness and curiosity, we can reclaim a child's vision of the world. We can find magic in the mundane, wonder in the ordinary. This shift in perspective can bring a sense of balance to our lives helping us to appreciate the present moment and find joy in our everyday experiences. In our journey towards achieving life balance, we encounter a profound wisdom in embracing what might be called nonsense. This wisdom reveals itself when we realize that much of what we consider serious and important is, in fact, part of a divine play. The world created by God is a form of nonsense filled with humor and lightness. Our troubles begin when we take everything too seriously, expecting life to make sense in a linear, logical way. We anticipate a future where everything will finally come together, where we will reach a state of permanent satisfaction. But what if the universe doesn't work that way? What if life is more like music or dance, where the goal is not to reach the end, but to enjoy each moment? Consider the story of a man who encounters a rhinoceros for the first time. He is amazed not because the rhinoceros is an imaginary creature, but because it exists and looks as if it shouldn't. This realization brings a sense of delight, a recognition of the magical and improbable nature of existence. This is the key to seeing the world as an extraordinary, improbable object filled with oddities and magic. When we take life too seriously, we miss out on this sense of wonder. We become weighed down by our expectations and disappointments, constantly striving for a future that may never come. We forget that life is not a problem to be solved, but a mystery to be lived. By embracing the wisdom of nonsense, we can find joy in the absurdity of existence, in the playfulness of the divine. The divine mind is playful, dancing and creating with a sense of humor. Imagine God as a child playing with a windmill, the fans of which are the four great winds of heaven, and the balls with which he plays are the sun and moon. This image captures the essence of a balanced life, a life that is playful, joyful, and light. In this playful perspective, life is like a dance, where the goal is not to arrive at a specific place, but to experience the dance itself. Consider a symphony. The goal of a symphony is not to reach the final note as quickly as possible. The beauty of the music lies in its unfolding, in the interplay of notes and rhythms. Similarly, we don't dance to arrive at a particular spot on the floor. We dance to dance. The purpose is the experience itself. When we apply this perspective to life, we see that true balance is found not in striving for a distant goal, but in being fully present in each moment. This is the essence of the child's vision, to find joy and wonder in the here and now, to dance through life with a light heart. Imagine for a moment that you are dancing. Feel the rhythm of the music, the movement of your body, the connection with the floor beneath your feet. Notice how, in the dance, you are fully present, fully engaged in the experience. There is no destination, no end goal, just the joy of the dance itself. This is how we can approach life. Instead of striving for a future that may never come, we can find joy in the present moment. We can dance through life with a light heart, embracing the playfulness of existence. This shift in perspective can bring a sense of balance and fulfillment, helping us to appreciate the journey rather than focusing solely on the destination. One of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves is the ability to be playful, to find joy in the simple act of being alive. This doesn't mean ignoring responsibilities or being frivolous. It means approaching life with a sense of lightness, humor, and joy. Think about the times when you have been most happy. Chances are, these were moments when you were fully present, fully engaged in the experience, and not taking yourself too seriously. Maybe it was playing a game with friends, laughing at a joke, or simply enjoying the beauty of nature. These moments remind us that life is meant to be enjoyed, that the true balance is found in embracing the playfulness of existence. Our education and society often condition us to take life seriously, to view it as a series of steps leading to a final goal. We are taught that the future holds the key to our happiness, and we live in a state of constant anticipation. But this seriousness weighs us down, making us heavy and grave. The angels fly because they take themselves lightly. And if this is true for the angels, how much more should it be true for us? Lightness of being is not about ignoring responsibilities or being frivolous. It is about approaching life with a sense of playfulness and joy. It is about recognizing that much of what we consider serious is, in fact, part of a cosmic dance. Laughter is a vital component of a balanced life. It is an expression of joy, a release of tension, and a reminder that life, despite its challenges, is fundamentally a joyous adventure. Laughter connects us with others, bridging gaps and fostering a sense of community and shared experience. Consider the spontaneity of a child's laughter. Children laugh freely and often, finding delight in the simplest things. This natural ability to laugh is something we can cultivate as adults. When we take ourselves and our circumstances too seriously, we close ourselves off from the healing power of laughter. But when we allow ourselves to see the humor in life's absurdities, we open ourselves to joy and connection. Laughter can transform our perspective. When we laugh at our mistakes and missteps, we acknowledge our humanity and the inherent imperfection of life. This doesn't mean we disregard our responsibilities or the seriousness of certain situations. Instead, it means we approach life with a light heart, recognizing that perfection is an illusion and that joy can be found in imperfection. One of the greatest barriers to achieving life balance is the pursuit of perfection. We often strive for an ideal that is unattainable, believing that if we can just reach a certain standard, we will find happiness and fulfillment. But this pursuit of perfection can lead to stress, dissatisfaction, and a sense of inadequacy. The truth is, life is inherently imperfect. We are imperfect beings living in an imperfect world. This imperfection is not something to be fixed or eradicated. It is something to be embraced. When we accept our imperfections and those of others, we find a sense of peace and balance. Consider a beautiful piece of handmade pottery. Its imperfections, the slight variations in shape, the tiny flaws in the glaze are what make it unique and special. If it were perfect, it would lose its character and charm. Similarly, our imperfections are what make us unique and special. They are a part of our humanity and our individuality. Life is a dance of opposites, light and dark, joy and sorrow, success and failure. Achieving balance means embracing this dance and finding harmony between the opposing forces in our lives. Consider the concept of yin and yang in Chinese philosophy. Yin and yang represent the duality and interconnectedness of all things. They are not opposing forces but complementary ones, each containing a seed of the other. This balance of opposites is essential for harmony and well-being. In our own lives, we can find balance by embracing both the light and the dark, the joy and the sorrow. When we deny or suppress one aspect of our experience, we create imbalance. But when we accept and integrate all parts of ourselves, we find harmony. For example, consider the emotions of joy and sorrow. These emotions are often seen as opposites, with joy being positive and desirable, and sorrow being negative and undesirable. But both emotions are a natural part of the human experience. By embracing both joy and sorrow, we create a fuller, richer experience of life. Life is a dynamic, ever-changing flow. Achieving balance means learning to move with this flow, to adapt and respond to the changing circumstances of our lives. Consider a river flowing towards the sea. The river does not resist or fight against the obstacles in its path. Instead, it flows around them, finding the path of least resistance. This flow is a powerful metaphor for achieving life balance. When we move with the flow of life, we create harmony and ease. When we resist or fight against it, we create tension and struggle. In our own lives, we can find balance by embracing the flow of life. This means being open and adaptable, willing to change and grow in response to the changing circumstances of our lives. It means letting go of rigid expectations and allowing ourselves to be guided by the natural flow of life. Consider a situation where your plans are disrupted. Perhaps you have a carefully planned schedule, and something unexpected happens that throws everything off course. Your initial reaction might be frustration or anxiety. But what if, instead, you could flow with the change, adapting and responding to the new circumstances? This flexibility can create a sense of balance and ease, reducing stress and allowing you to navigate the situation more effectively. Achieving life balance is deeply connected to our relationship with the present moment. The present moment is the only moment we truly have, and when we are fully present, we create a sense of balance and harmony. Consider the practice of mindfulness, which involves being fully present and aware of our experiences without judgment. Mindfulness allows us to connect with the present moment, to appreciate the beauty and richness of our lives as they are unfolding. When we are mindful, we are not caught up in regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. We are fully engaged in the here and now, finding joy and peace in the present moment. This presence creates a sense of balance, allowing us to respond to life with clarity and wisdom. Gratitude is a powerful practice that can bring balance and fulfillment to our lives. When we cultivate gratitude, we shift our focus from what is lacking to what is present, from what we desire to what we already have. Consider the simple act of appreciating the beauty of nature. When we take the time to notice and appreciate the natural world around us, we create a sense of connection and wonder. This appreciation fosters a sense of gratitude for the beauty and abundance of life. Gratitude can also be practiced in our relationships. When we express appreciation for the people in our lives, we strengthen our connections and create a sense of mutual support and understanding. This practice of gratitude helps to cultivate a sense of community and belonging, which is essential for a balanced life. Intention is a powerful force that shapes our lives and experiences. When we set clear and positive intentions, we align our actions and energies with our deepest values and desires. Consider the intention to live a balanced and fulfilling life. This intention serves as a guiding principle, helping us to make choices that support our well-being and harmony. By setting this intention, we create a sense of purpose and direction, which helps to navigate the complexities of life. Intention involves more than just setting goals or making plans. It involves aligning our thoughts, emotions, and actions with our deepest values and desires. It means living with awareness and mindfulness, making choices that reflect our true selves. Achieving life balance is ultimately a journey of self-discovery. It involves exploring and understanding our true selves, our values, our desires, and our purpose. Consider the practice of self-reflection, which involves looking within and exploring our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Self-reflection helps us to gain insight into our true selves, to understand our strengths and challenges, and to make choices that support our well-being. Self-discovery also involves exploring our passions and interests. When we engage in activities that bring us joy and fulfillment, we create a sense of balance and harmony. This might involve pursuing hobbies, learning new skills, or engaging in creative endeavors. The journey of self-discovery is not a linear path, but a dynamic and evolving process. It involves embracing change and growth, being open to new experiences, and learning from our challenges and successes. This journey helps us to create a more authentic and fulfilling life, one that reflects our true selves and our deepest values. Letting go is a powerful practice that can bring balance and peace to our lives. When we let go of what no longer serves us, we create space for new and positive experiences to enter our lives. Consider the act of letting go of negative thoughts and emotions. When we hold on to anger, resentment, or fear, we create tension and imbalance. But when we let go of these negative emotions, we create a sense of peace and harmony. Letting go also involves releasing old habits and patterns that create imbalance. This might mean letting go of the need for perfection, the need for control, or the need for approval. By releasing these old patterns, we create space for new and positive ways of being. Letting go also involves accepting and embracing change. Life is dynamic and ever-changing, and when we resist change, we create tension and struggle. But when we embrace change and flow with it, we create a sense of balance and ease. The practice of letting go also involves forgiveness, both of ourselves and others. When we hold on to grudges and resentments, we create imbalance and disharmony. But when we forgive, we release these negative emotions and create a sense of peace and harmony. Letting go is a practice that requires mindfulness and awareness. It involves being present and noticing when we are holding on to what no longer serves us. By practicing letting go, we create a sense of balance and peace, allowing us to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. By questioning one of the foundational illusions that permeate modern society, the pursuit of future happiness. From the moment we are born, we are subtly indoctrinated into a mindset that happiness and fulfillment lie in achieving future milestones, passing exams, landing a job, buying a house, or reaching retirement. This conditioning starts early in life, where children are not welcomed into the human experience with open arms, but are rather set on a path of perpetual preparation. We are reminded of how children are conditioned to believe they are on probation, always striving to meet the expectations of a society that sees them as candidates for humanity rather than full participants. This mindset instills a sense of inadequacy and perpetuates the belief that true life and happiness lie just beyond the next achievement. It sets a precedent where life becomes a series of future-oriented pursuits, each promising fulfillment that never quite materializes as expected. As we reflect on this, it becomes clear that the pursuit of future happiness is akin to chasing a mirage in the desert. The more we run towards it, the further it seems to recede into the horizon. This illusion is deeply ingrained in societal structures, from the education system that primes children for future success to the corporate world that measures success by milestones and quotas. The message is clear. Happiness is something to be earned, achieved, or acquired in the future, never quite attainable in the present moment. The analogy of the carrot on a stick to illustrate this phenomenon. Just as a donkey chases after a carrot dangling in front of it, always just out of reach, so too do we chase after future promises of happiness and fulfillment. This perpetual chase keeps us in a state of perpetual dissatisfaction, always looking ahead to the next goal, the next promotion, the next possession that will finally bring us the happiness we seek. Another critical aspect of this illusion lies in the division of life into work and play, a dichotomy that shapes how we perceive our daily existence. Work, in conventional terms, is often viewed as a necessary means to an end, a way to earn money so that we can enjoy ourselves later in our free time. This separation between work and play creates a fundamental disconnection from the inherent joy of living. In the passage shared, we are confronted with the idea that work is something abominable and boring, compensated by the fact that we get paid to do it precisely because nobody would otherwise choose to do it willingly. This perspective reduces work to a mere transaction time exchange for money and fails to acknowledge the potential for fulfillment and creativity that work can offer when approached with passion and purpose. When work becomes solely a means of survival or status, and play is relegated to leisure time, we miss out on the deeper meaning and satisfaction that can be derived from both. To reconsider this dichotomy and instead see work as an opportunity for creative expression, personal growth, and contribution to the greater good. When we approach work as a joyful expression of our talents and passions, the line between work and play begins to blur, and life itself becomes a harmonious integration of purposeful activity and joyful engagement. Moreover, this dichotomy perpetuates the illusion of future happiness by reinforcing the belief that our true enjoyment and fulfillment can only be found in our leisure time after work, when we can finally relax and enjoy the fruits of our labor. This mindset conditions us to postpone happiness for a future that may never come as we anticipate. What then is the alternative to living a life perpetually driven by future goals and separated into work and play? To consider a different approach or way of living that transcends the illusion of future fulfillment and integrates work and play into a cohesive, meaningful whole. Central to this perspective is the practice of mindfulness, the art of being fully present in the moment, without judgment or anticipation. Mindfulness allows us to cultivate a deep appreciation for the richness of life as it unfolds, moment by moment. When we approach each task, whether at work or at play, with mindful awareness, we bring our full presence and attention to the experience, enhancing our engagement and satisfaction. The notion of living in the present moment is emphasized as the key to true contentment. Confucius's wisdom reminds us that understanding the Tao in the morning allows one to die contentedly in the evening, an insight that speaks to the profound fulfillment that comes from embracing life's journey with openness and gratitude. To achieve life balance, then, is not about striving for perfection in every aspect of life or juggling competing demands. It is about embracing the Tao, the way of harmonious living where work and play are seen as complementary expressions of our human experience. When work becomes a creative endeavor fueled by passion and purpose, and play becomes a celebration of life's joys and beauty, we transcend the dichotomy that separates them. Practical steps towards achieving this balance include mindful integration. Begin each day with a practice of mindful awareness. Take a few moments to center yourself, focusing on your breath and grounding yourself in the present moment. This simple practice sets the tone for the day ahead, allowing you to navigate challenges with clarity and presence. Purposeful engagement. Reflect on your values and aspirations. Are your daily actions aligned with what truly matters to you? Make conscious choices that honor your values, whether in your career, relationships, or personal pursuits. This alignment brings a sense of purpose and fulfillment to your daily life. Cultivating creativity. Approach work as an opportunity for creative expression and contribution. Seek ways to infuse your work with passion and innovation, turning tasks into meaningful endeavors that align with your talents and aspirations. Embracing joy, embrace play as a vital aspect of your daily routine. Make time for activities that bring you joy and rejuvenate your spirit, whether it's pursuing hobbies, spending time in nature, or connecting with loved ones. Play nourishes the soul and replenishes your energy, enhancing your overall well-being. Provocatively challenges our societal division of life into work and play, a separation that shapes our daily existence and influences how we perceive our roles and responsibilities. To reconsider our approach to work, urging us to view it not merely as a means of earning a living, but as a profound opportunity for creative expression and personal fulfillment. The prevalent notion that work is something abominable and boring, compensated only by monetary rewards. This perspective diminishes the intrinsic value of work and obscures its potential to be a source of joy and meaningful contribution. Imagine a world where work is seen as an extension of one's passions and talents, a space where individuals are encouraged to innovate, create, and collaborate towards common goals. Advocates for a paradigm shift where work becomes a platform for personal growth and societal benefit, transcending its current limitations as a means to an end. Furthermore, to integrate work and play seamlessly into our daily lives, the dichotomy between these realms creates a false division that diminishes our overall sense of fulfillment. When work is viewed as drudgery and play as mere leisure, we miss out on the opportunity to infuse every aspect of our lives with joy, creativity, and purpose. Imagine approaching each task with the same enthusiasm and engagement that we reserve for our favorite leisure activities. By cultivating a mindset of joyful participation in all aspects of life, we elevate our experience and enrich our sense of fulfillment. The joy that arises from creative engagement, whether through work, play, or artistic expression. When individuals are encouraged to pursue their passions and express their unique talents, they contribute not only to their own well-being, but also to the greater good of society. In today's fast-paced world, where productivity is often measured by output and efficiency, a refreshing perspective on the value of creativity and mindful engagement. By embracing work as a creative endeavor and play as a celebration of life's joys, we bridge the gap between these realms and cultivate a holistic approach to living. Practical steps towards integrating work and play include mindful presence. Begin each day with a practice of mindful presence. Take a few moments to center yourself and set an intention to approach your tasks with curiosity and openness. By cultivating mindfulness, you enhance your ability to engage fully in both work and play, fostering a sense of connection and fulfillment. Creative expression. Explore opportunities for creative expression within your work environment. Whether through problem solving, collaboration, or innovation, seek ways to infuse your work with passion and imagination. By viewing challenges as opportunities for growth and creativity, you transform your experience and contribute positively to your workplace. Balance and well-being. Prioritize balance and well-being by scheduling regular breaks and incorporating activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Challenges our cultural conditioning towards the pursuit of happiness through future promises. The pervasive belief that happiness is contingent upon achieving future goals and acquiring material possessions. This mindset perpetuates a cycle of perpetual postponement, where individuals defer their present enjoyment in anticipation of future rewards that may never fully satisfy. The analogy of a promissory note to illustrate the fallacy of seeking happiness through future promises. Our society operates on the belief that if we work hard, accumulate wealth, and achieve success, we will eventually attain happiness. However, happiness cannot be secured through external achievements alone. It requires a profound shift in perspective and a willingness to embrace the present moment. The distinction between living in the future and living in the present. Many individuals are conditioned to prioritize future planning and goal setting, believing that their happiness hinges on achieving predetermined milestones. This mindset fosters a sense of discontent and restlessness as individuals perpetually strive towards future ideals while neglecting the richness and immediacy of the present moment. The Zen philosophy of being here now is a transformative practice for cultivating happiness and fulfillment. To embrace the present moment fully, acknowledging that true happiness arises from an authentic engagement with life as it unfolds. By relinquishing attachment to future outcomes and embracing the inherent uncertainty of the present, one can experience a profound sense of liberation and joy. The syndrome of deferred happiness is a pervasive cultural phenomenon that undermines our capacity for genuine fulfillment. Many individuals postpone their happiness indefinitely, believing that they must first achieve external milestones or accumulate material wealth before allowing themselves to experience joy. Perpetuates a cycle of dissatisfaction and longing as individuals become increasingly reliant on future promises to validate their sense of worth and well-being. The transformative power of presence and mindfulness in cultivating happiness. The importance of cultivating a heightened awareness of the present moment, free from the constraints of past regrets or future anxieties. By practicing mindfulness, individuals can develop a deeper appreciation for life's fleeting moments and rediscover the inherent beauty and wonder of everyday existence. Practical guidance for embracing the present moment and cultivating happiness. Mindful awareness. Begin each day with the practice of mindful awareness. Take a few moments to ground yourself in the present moment, allowing yourself to fully experience the sights, sounds, and sensations around you. By cultivating mindful awareness, you can develop a greater capacity for presence and deepen your connection to the richness of life. Gratitude practice. Cultivate a daily practice of gratitude to acknowledge the blessings and abundance present in your life. Take time to reflect on the simple joys and moments of grace that enrich your experience. By cultivating gratitude, you can shift your focus from future desires to present blessings, fostering a sense of contentment and appreciation. Letting go of attachment. Practice letting go of attachment to future outcomes and relinquishing the need for external validation. Recognize that true happiness arises from within and is not dependent on achieving specific goals or acquiring material possessions. By releasing attachment to future promises, you can embrace the freedom and spontaneity of the present moment. The paradoxical relationship between time and happiness, noting that our preoccupation with future promises often obscures our ability to experience true joy in the present. Time is both a conceptual construct and a lived experience, influencing our perception of happiness and fulfillment. By challenging our cultural conditioning towards future-oriented thinking, to reclaim innate capacity for happiness and fulfillment in the here and now. The recognition of impermanence and the fleeting nature of life. To embrace the impermanent nature of existence and cultivate authenticity in their pursuits of happiness. By acknowledging the transient nature of external achievements and material possessions, individuals can deepen their appreciation for the richness and diversity of human experience. Impermanence is a fundamental aspect of life that profoundly shapes our experiences and perceptions. The transient nature of all things, moments, relationships, experiences, and even life itself is a central theme in understanding the human condition. To contemplate the impermanent nature of existence without fear or resistance, the prevailing cultural tendency to cling to stability and permanence, reminding us that change is inevitable and essential for growth and transformation. The metaphor of a flowing river to illustrate the concept of impermanence. Life unfolds like a river, constantly changing and evolving with each passing moment. By embracing the flow of life, we can cultivate a deeper appreciation for the beauty and richness of each fleeting experience. Impermanence is the practice of letting go of attachments. To release their grip on fixed expectations and desires, recognizing that attachment to outcomes can lead to suffering and discontent. To re-examine our relationship with material possessions, relationships, and even our own identities. By relinquishing attachment to external forms of validation and security, we can discover a profound sense of freedom and inner peace. Authenticity is another key theme. The importance of living in alignment with one's true self. To embrace their unique identities and express themselves authentically in the world. The notion of conformity and societal expectations, urging individuals to cultivate the courage to follow their own path and pursue their passions. By embracing authenticity, we can create more meaningful connections with others and contribute authentically to the world around us. Interconnectedness of all life, a fundamental principle rooted in Eastern philosophy and mysticism. Life is a vast and intricate web of relationships where every being and phenomenon is interconnected and interdependent. Recognizing our interconnectedness with all of existence can lead to a profound shift in consciousness. It invites us to cultivate empathy, compassion, and respect for the diversity of life forms and experiences on our planet. Interconnectedness is the importance of living in harmony with nature. He advocates for a deeper appreciation of the natural world and encourages individuals to cultivate a sense of reverence and stewardship towards the environment. The human tendency to view ourselves as separate from nature, urging us to recognize our inherent connection to the earth and all its inhabitants. By fostering a sense of ecological awareness and responsibility, we can contribute to the preservation and sustainability of our planet for future generations. Practical guidance for embracing impermanence and cultivating authenticity in our daily lives. Mindful presence. Begin each day with a practice of mindful presence. Take time to observe the changing rhythms of life and appreciate the beauty of each moment as it unfolds. By cultivating mindfulness, you can develop a deeper awareness of the impermanent nature of existence and learn to embrace change with grace and acceptance. Letting go of attachments. Practice letting go of attachments to outcomes and expectations. Reflect on the transient nature of material possessions and relationships and cultivate a mindset of gratitude for the present moment. By releasing attachment, you can experience greater freedom and inner peace. Expressing authenticity. Explore opportunities to express your authentic self in the world. Follow your passions, pursue creative endeavors, and engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. By honoring your true essence, you can create meaningful connections and contribute positively to the world around you. The importance of expressing authenticity as a pathway to inner fulfillment and meaningful connection with others. Authenticity involves aligning one's actions, beliefs, and expressions with their true self, free from external pressures or societal expectations. Authenticity begins with a deep exploration of one's inner landscape and a willingness to confront and embrace all aspects of oneself. What encourages individuals to engage in introspection and self-discovery, uncovering their unique passions, values, and desires. By aligning with your true essence, you can cultivate a sense of coherence and integrity in your life. The idea of following your passions and pursuing activities that resonate deeply with your soul. Each individual possesses innate talents and interests that, when nurtured and expressed authentically, contribute to personal fulfillment and creative expression. The conventional notion of success defined solely by external achievements or societal standards. Instead, a more holistic approach to living, where personal fulfillment arises from following one's passions and contributing authentically to the world.